Be prepared. We're about to witness the Venus love portal, and if it senses you're not ready, you won't get another shot anytime soon. This portal isn't about calling love in. It's about how you're showing up in its presence. Venus in Cancer doesn't respond to vision boards or affirmations. It responds to energy signatures. And right now, yours is being scanned. This shift begins July 31st. But for the sensitive ones, the attuned ones, it's already started. You're already being watched, not by someone, by the energy you've been asking for. This is a love portal, but not one that opens for everyone. It's selective. It reads your choices, your patterns, your emotional patterns, and then it decides whether to open or not. So if you've been pretending, love will pretend. If you've been hiding, love will hide. But if you've been ready, really ready, then it knows. This portal is taking notes, and soon it will start delivering results. It's crucial for you to be aware of what this portal will do to you if you want to pass the test. So keep watching. And while you're busy wondering who's thinking about you, something much older is wondering whether you've learned yet. But that's not even the danger. The real danger is that this portal won't arrive suddenly. It's been building pressure for weeks. And now, the detonation point is near. This isn't new energy. It's energy that's been waiting for you to notice it. Venus has been preparing for this Cancer shift since June. And this week, it hits critical mass. This isn't the start of something. It's the eruption of everything left unsaid, every emotional debt, every romantic loose end, every time you held back when you should have spoken. And now, that pressure has nowhere else to go. When Venus locks into Cancer, emotions won't just rise, they'll detonate. You'll start to feel what others never said. And for some, the silence is going to feel louder than any scream. This portal doesn't want new love, it wants closure, it wants truth. And if you've been avoiding it, it's about to find you anyway. This portal doesn't care if you're ready. It cares if you're real. As the Venus in Cancer portal opens, you'll feel the magnetic pull towards something or someone. And that's exactly where people start making mistakes that cost them the whole shift. This isn't a time to act out of comfort or habit. It's a moment where your smallest emotional decisions echo loudly. You're going to feel tempted to go back to what's familiar. That old connection, that emotional pattern you said you outgrew, it might start looking softer, safer, easier. But what feels emotionally easy right now is often what once drained you. And going back just because it doesn't scare you anymore? That's not growth, that's regression in disguise. Another trap, stepping into other people's emotional chaos. Especially now, it might feel like your role is to comfort, to fix, to be the emotional anchor for someone else who's spiraling. But this portal is coded for your own evolution, not theirs. Getting entangled in someone else's drama won't help you ascend. It'll stall you, completely. And then, there's the silent mistake that looks smart on the surface. Going numb, playing it cool, staying in control. It blocks everything the portal is trying to bring in. When you refuse to feel, you also refuse to transform. And in this energy, you don't get to skip steps, not without consequences. Comfort is not clarity, and avoidance is not protection. This energy is calling in honesty, not perfection. And if you can stand still without flinching when your triggers light up, you'll pass a test you didn't even know you were taking. But if you think this portal is just about you and your inner journey, you haven't noticed who's showing up yet. If you haven't learned the lesson, it will reappear, disguised as something new. Starting now, and especially as we move into the hours around July 31st, patterns will come back wearing new costumes. The universe isn't being cruel, it's being precise. If you've healed, you'll notice the difference instantly. If you haven't, you'll walk straight into the same cycle. But this time, with a different name, a different face, and just enough charm to trick you again. You might meet someone who feels oddly magnetic. You won't be able to place it at first, but something about them will remind you of someone from your past. And depending on what you choose to do next, it either breaks or restarts. This portal doesn't just open doors, it runs diagnostics. It tests your memory, your instincts, your self-respect. And if you still crave what hurt you, the universe won't stop you from choosing it again. But this time, the consequences will come faster, cleaner, with no room for excuses. That's why this isn't just about love, it's about awareness. Someone is about to enter your life who feels like finally or again, and how you react will say everything about how far you've come. Repeating cycles don't look like the past, they look like a new opportunity to choose differently. And when it shows up, don't look at them. Look at yourself. This portal isn't asking for your exhaustion. It's asking for your precision. Right now, people are confusing intensity with alignment. They're throwing themselves into relationships, conversations, emotional spirals, trying to feel something, anything, just to convince themselves that they're living through the portal. But this isn't about chaotic emotion. It's about sacred fuel. There is a huge difference between passion and panic. And Venus in Cancer, it knows the difference. This portal doesn't reward overextension. It rewards clarity. You are not here to burn every part of yourself just to prove your worth. You're here to learn how to control the flame. That means being ruthless about your emotional investments. Ask yourself, do I actually feel energized by this? Or am I just scared to let it go? Because what you're keeping alive out of fear is draining you. And that kind of emotional leakage will make you crash harder than any eclipse. Emotional burnout is not a badge of honor. It's a sign you're giving energy to things that don't return it. This portal is calling for focus. Yes, it's about love, but not just romantic love. It's about what you love doing, what you love building, who you love becoming. If you're only fixated on people, you're missing half the magic. Your creative fire, your drive, your devotion to self, those are part of the portal too. It's not about chasing fireworks, it's about tending to the fire that stays lit after the chaos. That means stopping when you're tired, not when you're emotionally bankrupt. That means stepping back without guilt, choosing solitude without spiraling, protecting your peace like it's your last matchstick. Alignment isn't a feeling. It's a decision to stop betraying your own energy. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, scattered, overly lit up, and close to collapse, it's not the portal's energy. It's your signal to slow down, to aim better, and to choose what's actually sustainable. Because you're not meant to survive this portal, you're meant to thrive in it. Numbness isn't absence, it's overload in disguise. There's a quiet danger floating through this Venus in Cancer portal, and it's not chaos, it's emotional numbness. That blank, dissociated state where nothing feels urgent, nothing feels clear, and your instincts feel far away. If you've been feeling emotionally muted, disinterested, or like everything around you is happening in slow motion, you're not broken, you're saturated. Venus in Cancer stirs things so deeply that sometimes the body just can't keep up. And when it can't process everything all at once, it shuts off. This is not weakness. This is a signal. Your inner system is trying to protect you, but if you stay in that shut-off state too long, you'll miss the breakthroughs that are trying to break through. The worst thing you can do right now is pretend you're fine. Numbness can make you feel like you're managing the portal. But in reality, it's emotional paralysis. And that's exactly where important growth gets blocked. Don't ignore the silence inside you, it's where the loudest messages wait. Here's what actually helps. Water. You're not just ruled by it now, you are it. Cancer energy is lunar, tidal, fluid. So use water to shock yourself back into motion. Submerge your body in a cold shower, a hot bath, a natural stream if you can. Let the temperature reset your nervous system. Let it stir something back to the surface. Say out loud the thing you're most avoiding. Not in your head, not in your journal. Your voice needs to hear your truth. Speak the words that scare you. I miss them. I don't trust this. I don't feel safe. Whatever it is. When you vocalize it, the numbness loses power. Last, but not least, writing. Write a letter to someone who will never read it. Pour everything into it. Anger, confusion, regret, love, fear. Don't edit a single line. And when you're done, burn it. Release isn't always poetic. Sometimes it's a simple ritual of declaring that this doesn't live in me anymore. And sometimes the only way back into feeling is through direct, raw, imperfect expression. Because numbness doesn't mean you're disconnected. It means you're holding too much alone. This portal won't gently ask you to grow, it'll split you open with the thing you've been avoiding most. Forget the cliches. This isn't some soft invitation to feel your feelings. Venus in Cancer is not offering you comfort right now. It's offering you transformation, and the price of entry is intensity. You might feel like you're spiraling, but you're not. You're cracking, and there's a difference. This energy doesn't hit all your emotions at once. It finds the one emotion you've built your personality around avoiding, the one feeling that lives underneath all your patterns, reactions, and decisions. For some, it's grief that's never been cried out. For others, it's guilt they've worn so long it feels like skin. For many, it's tenderness, raw,